pass over to our colleagues in Sri Lanka. Is there anything I need to do, Walla, or is everyone set up? Thank you very much.
Good morning, everybody. Sri Lanka information about Geodesy and other things here. This is the key component of Geodesy, about Geodesy of Sri Lanka. Survey Department of the Sri Lanka, Central Authority of the Geodetic Infrastructure, Sri Lanka Geodetic Datum called as SLD 99, adopted as the National Horizontal Reference Frame. Course networks enable precise GNS position across the country, covering the western part of the country. In this situation, Sri Lanka coast network covering the western parts of the country, not on the whole of the country, but in near future, we hope to establish the coast network in whole country. Applications, urban planning and land administration, disaster management and sea level monitoring, infrastructure developments, GPS, GNS navigation and surveying. International collaborations. Cooperation with the IGS and other geodetic networks. Strategic importance. Island nations exposed to the tsunami, coastal erosion and sea level rise, denies infrastructure, transport and required precise positional systems. Critical applications, infrastructure development, accurate GNS surveillance for roads, rail and the smart cities, disaster risk reduction, tsunami earlier warning system really on geodetic GPS and tide gauge data, sea level monitoring, detectors coastal changes impacting fishes, tsunami and low lying communities, navigation and mapping, support aviation main routes and logistics with high precision GNS. Real world example, as you remember that was happened 2004 Indian Ocean tsunami, lack of real time geodetic monitoring, delayed earlier warning, led over 3,000 Sri Lankan lives lost. Post 2004 Sri Lankan invest coast station and tide gauge GNS network prevent future disasters. Key achievement, establishment of the Sri Lanka coast network to the entire country, provide the centimeter level position accuracy, support surveying, agriculture, construction and navigation across the country. Major challenges that we have: lack of the modern national vertical datum, that is the major issues of Sri Lanka, limited precision elevation data, effective flood monitoring, infrastructure decision, and the coastal planning strategy geodetic systems. It is virtual for the precise development and smart decision making in the Sri Lanka. Fire capacity buildings, training professionals in GNS, geodetic data analysis and the geospatial technologies, invest in university program and continuously professional development. Policy and institutional support, upgrade legal framework, interest modern geodetic standards, establish national guidelines for the data sharing and GNS infrastructure use, regional and global conditions. Collaborated with UN-GGCE and SARSS geospatial innovators, joint regional GNS and sea level monitoring network for the disaster preparations. Future goals: develop fully interested geodetic infrastructure alienated with an international standards to the support climate realization, smart development and digital environments. Thank you.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today I will introduce brief information on Mongolian Geodetic Network. Oh, sorry. Okay. Oh, sorry. In here, you can see our division mission and activities of agency. Our agency name is General Authority, Land Administration, Geodesy and Cartography, and then establish all types of geodetic network, topographical and thematic digital mapping system, and throughout the territory of Mongolia. Ensure their use with methodology and determine the shape and size of territory in accordance with the approved coordinate system. Then the integrated system of coordinate and elevation of Mongolia. Then position network, elevation network, gravimetric network, and permanent GNSS course. Then second, in the territorial mapping of Mongolia, geographical name and small scale thematic maps and atlas. Then medium scale topographic map, then large scale topographic map, and aerial and satellite image. The last one section is our division activity in laboratory for calibration geodetic instruments, then relative collision, then high accuracy geodetic instrument calibration. In this slide, you can see on the slide Mongolian Geodetic Network schemes. The first one is class triangulation network was adjusted in 1946 in coordination with Russian Federation first class triangulation network based on the principles of astronomical geodetic network adjustment. The triangulation network includes about the 15,000 point covered in Mongolian territory. Then so we was established first class leveling point 2,500 benchmark. Then in Mongolia was established in a red star located datum point. Datum point, Tsitsilik city of Arhanga province in 2019. And datum point was connected to first class leveling network in 2020 to 23. The first class gravity network established with 31 points. A second class gravity network established with 103 points. In last year, our agency signed MOU with Geospatial Science Information of Japan. The according MOU, we done together absolute gravity measurement supported by GCI of Japan in last September The Mongolian geodetic network included classes and orders, triangulation and polynomial network point, and 3 classes of GPS-based network in 21 provinces. With global adaptation of GPS technology for civilization use, Mongolia began developing its GPS-based geodetic network in 1997. Since then, the network has been progressive, expanded, then modernized using GPS GNSS technology. The GNSS network points totally 3,716 adjusted by Vernes software in 2014 in ITRF 2018 coordinate system. In Mongolia, first GNSS course established in 2005, we have installed 5 new GNSS courses in last year, according the Russian and Mongolian border, located some area. Currently, our agency to ensure operating 48 GNSS courses. Then the last one is through the National Geoportal Web Service System, permanent geodetic point markers are leveraged to users online. You can see that the online web link corner, below the corner. Okay, sorry. In this slide about the information, the geodetic Mongolian geodetic information, geodetic inference system, the geoid model. Then our government resolution in 2022 to approve the geodetic coordinate in haze system and ITRF 2020 coordinate system, UTM mapping projection, and Baltic sea level haze system. Currently, there are totally almost 75 public provide continuously operating reference stations. In our agency of 48 public and 12 are private and 15 are academic of science research station. These courses are used different coordinate system for various purposes. The majority of the courses are stations of public organization using ITRF 2020 coordinate system. For seismic, geodynamic, and land monitoring course uses ITRF 2014 system, provides sector course while topographic mapping of Ulaanbaatar city. Oops.
Last slide, please. Just move to the final one, please.
Oops, sorry. Okay. In here, Mongolian topographic mapping. Now we have challenges in Mongolia. Then budget and financial round first one. Then integrate the the coordinate system. To join new technology. And last one is human resources and capacity building. We hope to that we together our challenges in Mongolia. Thank you for this.
Good morning, everyone. This is a very brief country report, so based on the 5 minutes that was given to us. Some of you don't know where Samoa is. As you can see, it's in the Pacific Island. Okay, why geodesies matter for Samoa? But I think it's Samoa Geodetic reference system. So to upgrade horizontal and vertical control network, also the land administration and cadastral survey. So we can have accurate boundary survey and also support land registration. Also national mapping. So we need to, this is very important, topographic map, because everyone use topographic map, but if it's outdated, then there's no need to use old national or topographic map. Also, infrastructure development. This includes road construction, seawall, bridge, etc. And I think the governments include this for pathway of Samoan development. The invest on infrastructure development. Disaster management, which is also important for disaster risk reduction and also emergency response. Climate change resilience, example, sea level rising monitoring. Okay, the state of geodesy in Samoa. So right now we have one core station, and thanks for the government of Australia under Geoscience Australia. And we also have ITRF frame 2000. And challenge for us that we have outdated horizontal and vertical control. We need to upgrade outdated topographic map. We also need to upgrade. We don't have a joint model, but a lot of stakeholders are using GPS, but without joint model, we don't have precise elevation. And the most important thing is the last one is funding constraint. No matter what your plan is, but without funding, we cannot move forward. So what's next? First of all, it's the government support. Everything that we do in the ministry, we also need support from the government so they can assist us with funding and also projects. Then the second one, we need to have a core station if we need to do the upgrade. So that's the third one, control center. We have all this data scattered around different ministry, but I think if we have control center, we can centralize everything. Capacity building, I put technical training, that's any technical training, including geodetic, surveying, mapping. So that's what I mean, technical training. We have a policy support. We need to manage our geodetic data. We need to have a policy support. Funding support. That will cover equipment, site operation, and operation requirements, and also regional coordination. Okay, thank you. Environments. I know, well, you've got some of this information as well, and you've started to put in the steps of taking this information and then doing the adjustments. We covered it in the Woodford paper the other day. This is in action. So when we're doing the roadmap stuff, I'd love to come and talk to you to see
if some of this information can be shared, we could potentially turn that into a subset of data, even if we change the numbers, whatever we could do to make it available. So if we could share this concept of defining that and then doing your adjustment, that's a great case study to be able to share with other countries, because it's a lot more manageable than trying to look at the Australian example. But, I'll come and talk to you when we're doing roadmaps, but that's wonderful. That's really good to see. So thank you for sharing.
So thank you so much for having us with this great opportunity me to introduce a part of the geodesy in Thailand here. So the presentation will be contributed by the Koichiro, myself, and Natawit and Chayani here on behalf of the National Astronomical Research Institution of Thailand, so-called NARIT, and Professor Chong in Chulalongkorn University, and Kapil on the behalf of the Trimbo, the Inc., not today here, but yeah. So the variety of the geodesy activities in Thailand has been organized by the Thai Royal Service Survey Department. So the site is over here, just 5 minutes walk by from here, but not here. Okay, sorry. So and then the enabling accurate mapping and the land management, which is available for these items in general. But in particular, in Thailand, the demand to achieve disaster preparedness and mitigation and with monitoring more effectively and accurately, that is increasing day by day because of that huge earthquake that happened in Myanmar and impacted on Thailand March 28 this year. Such geodesy activities has been based on the establishment of course network with GNSS beyond 250 stations in Thailand. And this was enhanced by National Course Data Center. So by integrating a huge data set, so resulted in achieving the real-time kinematic surveys and the satellite data services together with the host data processing service provided. So such services made by products addressing the disaster mitigations, like being applied for the water volume and the humidity calculations, then supporting the weather and the flood forecasting models. So such as development, the current infrastructures and the services for the next. So the Trimbo Inc. first that has developed the tools to overcome ionospheric impacts. So entitled the Ion Guard. So as an example here, that show the horizontal position errors with this tool or not shown by red and blue lines. And resulted in 2 times better accuracies on the coordinate determination with around a few centimeters. Okay, so for the forthcoming future vision, more on geodesy in Thailand. So NARIT, our institution, has established this Thai National Radio Astronomy Observatory in Chiang Mai province, the northern part of Thailand. So consisting of the 2 radio telescopes. Sorry, go to the next. And why is this the 40-meter Thai National Radio Telescope, so-called TNRT, so which is the biggest radio telescope in Southeast Asia? So before achieving the broadband observable frequencies from L-band up to the W-band beyond 100 GHz, so far we have installed L and the K-band receivers as a first phase in collaboration with Max Planck Institute, in which they will be available for the K-band geodetic BLBI soon. Then we have pleasure here to share the success of grand opening of the first VGOS stations at the same observatory in Thailand, developed in collaboration with Shanghai Astronomical Observatory. So 2 months ago, May 2025 at the end. Okay. So these two radio telescopes in Thailand has been the first stations in Southeast Asia contributing this worldwide IBS activities with the global geodetic BBI in terms of especially for filling gaps on this IBS network maps and enhance accessibility between the northern and the southern hemisphere. Yes, thank you. Thank you so much, Vara. And simultaneously, yes, NARIT is proceeding with building 2 more Brigos stations in the southern part of Thailand in 2 years. So one is Nakhon Si Thammarat province developed in collaboration with the Shanghai Astronomical Observatory again, and together with the local Waralak universities there. And another one is at NARIT branch in Songkhla province. So these 4 radio telescopes will realize a nationwide BLBI network across the country, which covers 2 unique different Eurasian and soon the tectonic plates. So it is promised to be another significant platform for application on disaster monitoring, in particular to earthquake via addressing the tectonic plate studies. Oh. Thank you, Vara. So final slide, we acknowledge to the institutes and the universities the constituting a national course data center here, and hope we NARIT and Trainbu Inc. will enhance these essential geodetic activities in Thailand with our new infrastructures and for the services for the next. Yes, thank you so much.
Thank you. Good morning, all. I will just give a brief on what is the state of geodesy in India. So India, as you know, is a very vast country with varying topography. We have a very long coastline, high hills, islands. So to do accurate mapping and have a robust geodetic framework, we need we need to take so much effort in having a good geodetic infrastructure. So we also are prone to many disasters like cyclones, tsunami, and landslides. So because of all of that, we need good, robust infrastructure in geodesy. Yeah. So our geodetic infrastructure is like, for reference frame, we have SUAS network more than 1,145 to be exact, and more than 2,500 ground control points, passive control points. And for vertical reference frame, we are doing leveling for entire country. So more than 200,000 kilometers we have done. And for gravity observation, we are developing a geoid model, but they are being developed regionally. And we also have tidal observatories along the coast. They are 36 in number, and 1 magnetic observatory. So in the last few years, these are our achievements like establishment of SUAS network, and the services are being provided online to our users. And we have modernized 6 tidal observatories as per the recommendation of International Hydrographic Organization, and more than 0.25 million kilometer leveling we have done. And 10 states, there are 32 states in India. So out of that 10 states, geoid has been completed. But in the challenges that we are facing, like in urban and hilly areas, we still need more densification to have more reliable services of CURS. And in high hills and islands, we also need to establish more gravity stations, and these are main challenges. So for future plan, the country has just plan to have a national geospatial mission. Under that mission, the first and the most important component is strengthening of national geodetic infrastructure, which will include VLBI, DORIS, and SLR, establishment of all these technologies. And being a vast country, with so many academic institutes and research institutes are also establishing some of these technologies, but to focus on geodetic framework, Survey of India will unify these efforts and take lead. And next will be the densification of CIS network as per the requirement of the urban region and more reliability and hilly region, the border of the India. So in those areas we'll be planning for densification of CIS, and we are planning to upgrade 6 CIS station to be suitable for IGS, and so that we can contribute to ITRF also. So these 6 CIS are planned on north, east, south, west, and northeastern part and central part of the India. And just as I said, there are so many agencies are working in separately in isolation. So other agencies have also established their own CIS stations. So Survey of India is integrating those CIS stations to the national network, so that all of those CIS can contribute to the reference frame. And we will be taking on national gravity campaign. In that campaign, we'll be doing terrestrial and airborne both gravity observation to create a national geoid model. Unlike the currently we are making state-wise, so we'll adjust nationally under this national gravity campaign. And we'll also be modernizing all the tidal observatories to give us real-time tidal data, and all like International Hydrographic Organization has given some suggestions, like the tidal should be connected with CIS network nearby. So all those we'll take into account, and accordingly we will upgrade the tidal observatories. And but the most important thing, capacity building. So we'll be building our capacity, and also help other countries who are in need of training and capacity building. So all these efforts of India in modernizing and strengthening of national geodetic reference frame will ensure maintaining the global geodetic supply chain and our ability to contribute to global geodetic reference frame. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Mois Thapa, and I'm working for the Geodetic Survey Division of the Survey Department of Nepal, which is the National Mapping Agency of Nepal. So I'd like to start with a bit of context about Nepal. So it's a medium-sized nation between China, two huge nations between China and India. It also sits between two tectonic plates, the Eurasian tectonic plate at the north and the Indian tectonic plate at the south, which has given us a lot of tall mountains, but also made geodesy extremely difficult. Also, we are moving towards China, 4 centimeters per year. So why geodesy matters in context of Nepal? I think we have all discussed the importance of geodesy within these 4 days. And survey department, it also is it also conducts all the cadastral mapping. So one of the main reasons for us to develop a modern geocentric datum is to conduct cadastral surveying. But also as a national mapping agency, we support all kinds of mappings from infrastructure development to disaster management. But one of the things that we have realized, and I would like to highlight, is without a proper, consistent geodetic frame is that we are doing mapping. All the private sectors and small and larger projects are conducting mapping, but each of them is developing their own local reference datums or reference frames for doing the mapping, and it has made the job, I think, complicated. More cost is spent, also time, and I think it's a temporary solution, but on the long run, it creates more complexity when we try to harmonize and integrate this data. About the current state of the geodetic infrastructure. So we still have a non-geocentric datum, which was developed from 1981 to 1985 in collaboration with the Ministry of Defense of United Kingdom. So we still do not have a new geocentric datum. Saying this, I want to highlight that this is not the only datum that we have. There are more local datums, one which was developed before this one, and by extending the survey network of India, but also there have been other networks, other reference frames that are developed for different projects. We have also conducted a lot of leveling, and but a lot of these leveling networks are either damaged due to construction of roads, and also extension of this leveling network is highly challenging due to the very difficult terrain of Nepal. I think one of these achievements is the development of geoid model, which was done in 2010 with collaboration with the Danish Technical University. I think this data was also is going to be used for development of the new EGM 2020 model. But sadly, due to the absence of the new geocentric datum, we haven't been able to leverage this data for as high datum for Nepal. So the next thing what we are doing is we are working on developing the new geocentric datum for Nepal. Till now, we have 4 course stations under the survey department, and these were developed as pilot project. But this year also we are developing 27. We're starting development of 27 new course stations. And this has taken us, I think, more than 10 years to actually come to this point. And it has involved convincing the politicians and policymakers, but also explaining geodesy to all the landowners of these sites. And this involves security agencies, national parks, airports. So I think this is not just technical, but also getting consent to get the land to develop is a challenging work, but also an opportunity to explain them about the importance of geodesy. Sorry. So what's next for Nepal? I think there are a lot of things that we need to do, and coming to this workshop, we realize there are many things we just had not thought of, just like the standardization of data and many things more. But currently our focus, I think, is to have a consistent and unified frame for horizontal mapping and vertical mapping. So we intend to work on developing the course network and then a new geocentric datum, but also developing the geoid for Nepal. And I think in both of these, one of the most, I think, biggest challenge is the capacity within the nation. I think there are maybe a handful of proper geodesists within Nepal. So I think so training programs or capacity development programs like GNSS data processing would mean a lot for us in our mission. Thank you very much.